A woman went fishing daily on a lake near the Russian city of Novosibirsk. She often sat patiently and waited to catch a fish. Nothing seemed out of place about this daily act except for one thing. She always went fishing with her best friend, a bear. One day as they went fishing, something very strange happened. The woman, called Veronica, went fishing daily to put something on her table. Her wild creature friend, the bear she called Archie. The bear seemed to enjoy his time alongside the human quite a bit. He sometimes helped her row the boat when she was tired. It was unbelievable how these two could coexist so peacefully. Perhaps a look at the origin of this friendship will put things in perspective. In 2019, Veronica had rescued Archie from a bankrupt safari. The park owner had intended to release the bear into the wild, but Veronica worried about his well-being and managed to stop him. "You can't just release an animal into the wild, He's been held captive all his life," pleaded Veronica. "He won't know how to handle wild animals. He'll be in great danger." So she did what she thought was right. She adopted the bear. Only that there was one big problem. It is not allowed to breed wild animals, especially when it comes to a huge wild bear in Russia. This was a big obstacle to Veronica and Archie's harmonious relationship, but Veronica refused to give up. She would do anything to save the animal from nature, an environment he didn't understand, and its cruelties. She and her friends looked for some way to legally keep Archie. After long hours of research, they managed to come up with a brilliant plan. If Veronica could prove that Archie was her pet, she could legally adopt him. To do that, she would need to prove beyond every doubt that she was in complete control of the animal. In addition, she would also need to provide assurance that the bear would be free and have plenty of space to move around and stay active. So Veronica and Archie would go fishing to show the two of them having fun together. Seeing that the bear seemed happy and had a good life with her, the authorities had no choice but to declare that Archie was, in fact, a pet. This made them very happy, and they went fishing every week, until, one day, something very strange happened. Veronica noticed that Archie suddenly started acting strange. He started rocking the boat back and forth. Veronica grabbed his huge arm and looked at him, trying to understand what was happening. She saw in his gaze something she had never seen before. The bear was amazed at something. But what was it? Veronica put down her fishing rod and gave Archie a hug. "What's the matter, buddy?" Then Archie did something she couldn't have unexpected. He began to roar, and it got louder and louder. Then Veronica understood that he was calling her attention to see something. "What is he trying to tell me?" thought the confused woman, trying to decipher the roars. Suddenly, Archie lifted his paw and pointed toward the bank. "Is he trying to show me something?" When Veronica looked carefully that way, she found something very surprising. On the shore of the lake was another bear. The animal appeared to be communicating with Archie. She couldn't explain how, but she felt that there was no negative tension between them. Archie was looking at the other bear with a very warm and tender look. Veronica then began to row the boat towards the shore. As they approached, Archie jumped out of the boat at high speed and ran toward the animal. Veronica would never forget what happened that day. Veronica held her breath, hoping they wouldn't fight. But to her surprise, the two animals started hugging each other. The two bears hugged each other tightly. It was as if they were meeting again after many years apart. Veronica rarely saw Archie this excited, and she thought she even saw a smile on his face. Then Veronica realized something. She was truly touched when she looked at Archie and the other bear in a moment of deep connection. This encounter between the animals made her realize that this was Archie's home. Then it was time to say goodbye to her best friend. She gave him one last hug with deep sorrow. "I'll visit you whenever I can, my furry friend." Saying goodbye to her great companion was one of the hardest things Veronica had ever done in her life. But thinking that Archie would be happy and in good company with others of his kind, she knew it was the right thing to do. Archie would be safe and comfortable to live life as he should. Veronica said goodbye to her friend once more as he slowly disappeared with his new companion into the trees in the forest. But one thing was for sure, this wouldn't be the last time she would see Archie.